Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Cilla Travis. So in today's tutorial, I'm going to quickly show you guys how to read a measuring tape. The unit of measurement when it comes to pattern drafting is usually done either in the metric system or the imperial system. So when you hear metric system, it means that the measurement is done in centimeters, and when you hear the imperial system, it means the unit of measurement is done in inches. Okay, so most of my tutorials are done in inches, but if you want to get to the most accurate level possible, it is advisable you use the metric system, which is in centimeters. Okay, so I'm going to start this illustration with the imperial system, which is in inches. So when you check some of your tape, you notice that some comes like this from the starting points, which is 0. Of course, 0 is not written, but from the starting point, which is 0 to 1 inch, you have 8 bars. While if you check other measuring tape or ruler, you see that from the starting point, which is 0 to 1 inch, you have 16 bars. You have tiny bars, and that when you count them, it is equal to 16 bars. Okay, so how do you read this? We do know that if you divide from 0 to 1 into 2, it gives you this middle point, which is half of an inch. Okay, but also this half of an inch is also equivalent to 4/8 of an inch. And why did I say 4/8 of an inch? Is because if you start counting the bar from 0 to this half inch mark, you have 4 bars. So let's count. You have 1 bar, 2 bar, 3 bar, 4 bars. So this 4 bars also is equivalent to 4/8 of an inch. But in most cases, you won't hear anybody use 4/8 of an inch. They will simply say half of an inch. But then when you divide half of an inch into 2, which is this point here, it is called quarter of an inch. So from this point, from 0 point to this point is quarter of an inch. From 0 point to this point is half of an inch. From 0 point to this point is 3/4 of an inch. From 0 point to this point is 1 inch. Okay, so let us break this down to the smallest bar we have on this tape. How do you then interpret it? From 0 point to 1, we have 8 bars. So if we have 8 bars from 0 point to 1, 1 becomes 8/8 of an inch. So 8 divided by 8 gives you 1. So we are using 8 because we have 8 bars from 0 to 1. So how do you then interpret the first bar? The first bar then becomes 1/8 of an inch. Okay. The second bar, which is quarter of an inch, then becomes 2/8 of an inch. The third bar will then be 3/8 of an inch. The fourth bar, which is the same thing as half of an inch, then becomes 4/8 of an inch. Okay. The fifth bar is 5/8 of an inch. The sixth bar, which is same as 3/4 of an inch, then becomes 6/8 of an inch. The seventh bar becomes 7/8 of an inch, which is almost 1 inch. So it's just 1/8 of an inch less than 1 inch. So the seventh bar becomes 7/8 of an inch. Then the eighth bar is 1 inch, which is equivalent to 8/8 of an inch. I hope this is clear. But then you can go further and divide the point from 0 to the first bar into 2. So when you divide the point from 0 to the first bar into 2, that gives you 1/16 of an inch. 1/8 divided by 2 is 1/16 of an inch. So that is what we have here. So what happened here is that they went further to divide the point from 0 to 1 into smaller portion. Although here we have 8 bars, here we have 16 bars. So is it that you see your tape rule coming in 8 bars or 16 bar? When you see 16 bar, the first bar you want to, just like we did when we had 8 bar, you say the first bar now becomes 1 over 16 because it is divided into 16. The point from 0 to 1 is divided into 16. So the first point here now becomes 1 over 16 of an inch, which means 1 inch is divided by 16, or 1 inch is divided into 16 parts. So one portion becomes 1 over 16. So the second bar becomes 2 over 16, which is equivalent to 1/8 of an inch. Okay. The third part becomes 3 over 16, which is almost 1/4 of an inch, but 1 over 16 of an inch less than 1/4 of an inch, if that makes sense. Okay. So you just go ahead and count until you get to this 15th bar and then to 1 inch. So when you get to the 15th bar, you just say 15 over 16 of an inch. So guys, I hope this is clear. I hope this makes sense to you. Now let's move to centimeters. So when it comes to centimeters, the distance from 0, which is the starting point, to 1 centimeter has 10 bars in between. So how do you read that? Now for the first bar, you read 0.1 centimeters. The second bar, you read 0.2 centimeters. The third bar, 0.3 centimeters. The fourth bar, you read 0.4 centimeters. The fifth bar, you read 0.5 centimeters, which is equivalent to half centimeters. The sixth bar, you read 0.6. The seventh bar, you read 0.7 centimeter. The eighth bar, you read 0.8 centimeters. The ninth bar, you read 0.9 centimeters. And the 10th bar becomes 1 centimeter. Well guys, I hope you find this tutorial helpful. If you do, remember to leave a comment, like this video, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.